X-Pac, 12360.
You know, there was that friction between the Clique and, like, you know, Brett and all that, and then the Screwjob, Montreal Screwjob thing happened. Like, how was that for you and, like, and your sister and you know, like Teddy and TJ and that? Because, you know, you guys always, like, you liked, I remember you liked Sean, like, you know, some of the Hart kids liked Sean and Scott and myself and
yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, that's funny. You're bringing back a lot of memories on that. But, man, it was, you know, it was as much as, like, because I loved, like, growing up, I loved, of course, Shawn Michaels.
Yeah.
And, you know, yourself, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, and everybody. It was, I never really, it always didn't seem like, how should I say this? It always seemed to me that it was always Brett that had more of the issue with the Clique than Davey did. You know what I mean?
Oh, there was never any heat with Davey, at least that we ever.
Yeah. no, that was, and you know, depending on what kind of relationship Davey was having with Brett at the time, if they were getting along or not getting along, but he wasn't really fence riding. But one day you talk to Davey and him and Brett were cool, and the next time he'd be like, you know, he'd be kind of taking Sean's side on things. It kind of like the weather. It was see, for me growing up, it was always interesting because it was always like intense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was like there's like, you always know that between Brett and Sean there was always real heat, and that's something that is kind of missing from nowadays because not too many people have real heat with each other like that. But they were always professional as far as I know when
That's
they got
right.
into the ring and wrestled
Absolutely.
with each other. But
absolutely.
yeah, which is really important, and sometimes those make like the best matches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
it was weird.
But yeah,
I was gonna say it was weird for me because, like, Brett and I, we traveled before kind of the whole Clique thing actually came together. Like, I traveled with Brett too, and he was so good to me, and he taught me a ton. And so, like, and you know, then when, like, I'm traveling with, you know, Sean Scott and Kev, and then later Paul, you know, anytime there was something sad, negative, like say about Brett, like, it was so uncomfortable, you know. And I just hated it. And it was unrealistic of me because I'm this young, like, kid at the time thinking, why can't just everyone just get along?
Right.
You know? But, like, you know, there was a lot at stake, and you know, everyone took it so serious that, you know, so, I mean, I look at it now and I understand, you know, but it just sucked because I'm that person that just wants to get along and love everybody, you know?
Yeah, you know, and the one thing that I do remember, like, it was a big deal, was Davey was talking about when they did the curtain call at Madison Square Garden, and that was like a big deal. Like, it was like, you know, nobody could believe it happened. Like, it was, and then he was saying, like, oh, you know what, mark my words, he'll never be back working for Vince again. And then he was kind of, you know, so he said that he would be buried, you know, Hunter would be buried, but then it got forgotten about. And of course, look, they all came back. You know,
I wasn't there. I was in rehab when the curtain call happened.
Oh, you were?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah. Hey.